Hey, what's up? My name is Louis. And, first of all, this entire video is probably gonna be in English because I'm gonna be talking about K-pop and I do not know how to talk about it in Czech. So, basically, what's up is, I've been thirsting over this group called Stray Kids for at least 3 months now. And it started out with their comeback in, I think it was the end of June or July, and it was their comeback, God's Menu. And basically that song slaps. It's so good. Just go listen. Just fucking go stream God's Menu by Stray Kids. It was such a good song. And I the releases so far this year in K-pop have not been, I guess, all that great. And so this was the first one where I was like, oh my god, that's where it's at, right? That's the shit. That's what I came here for. So I started basically religiously watching fan cams and the performances and everything. And not gonna lie, I know this is a low standard, and I am personally I'm really pissed that it is like this in K-pop, but they don't lip sync. And I know that a lot of rookies and stuff, they lip sync because their choreography is just so difficult that they like physically cannot breathe and sing and dance at the same time, right? And Stray Kids, they're not rookies. I think they debuted in 2018, and but basically even a lot of senior groups like Twice, right? They Twice are Stray Kids seniors, and they still lip sync, even though I feel like their choreography is easier. But I'm not gonna get into that today. What I'm here to talk about is the fact that Stray Kids choreography is kind of it's not the most insane thing I've ever seen, but it's pretty difficult. It looks like a lot, and you gotta breathe and all that shit. And they still, a lot of them, the majority of them sing live. I feel like the only member who consistently lip syncs is Felix, but I think he lip syncs because his lines are so fucking low that you cannot it's difficult to make that sound. I feel like even if you're standing still. So while you're dancing, I feel like that's gonna be super hard. So it might be just the pitch of his lines that just makes it difficult for him to sing live. But and IN sometimes lip syncs, but Felix is the only one who does it consistently. But everyone else, they sometimes lip sync one line maybe, but the majority of it they sing live, and I have a lot of respect for that because. I said it it annoys me that it's everyone's just kind of fucking lip syncing. So it's kind of refreshing that every performance is kind of different because they are straight up singing live. So and they do ad libs and shit, and that's kind of different. So that's where it's at. So basically that's when I first started to thirst over them. I've listened to a lot of their music. I got into them for the first time around July last year, and I kind of kept up with them, but not that much. Then God's Menu happened, and I was like, holy shit, this slaps. And I kind of really got into them. I watched funny videos and everything, compilations and shit. And I was kind of oh, okay, And also the God's Menu era is when finally Hyunjin with long hair made an appearance. And the thing is, Hyunjin is hot in general. They're all kinda hot. But, his long fucking hair, it's not a mullet, right? What annoys me, Felix has a mullet right now. And it's so annoying because he's good looking to it, and then he just fucking straight up has a mullet. But, Hyunjin just straight up has long hair. And he looks hella good. And the way it's styled and everything, it's just it's fucking chef's kiss, bro. It's so good. And then Backdoor dropped. And if God's Menu was like Song of the Year material. Fucking Backdoor is like, that's where it's at. Like, you know, fucking, like, God's Menu slaps and everything, but fucking Backdoor, and like, I like the choreography more for like, for Backdoor. The music video is also fun, and like, I love Backdoor so much, it's such a good song. And so, you know, that kind of, you know, I feel like I've watched like every single fucking performance of Backdoor that they did. Like, not even the ones where it's like relay dances and everything. I've like seen it all. I've watched a fuck ton of fan cams, even like more than for fucking God's Menu. And, you know, I still love the song. I feel like I've listened to Backdoor every day since it came out. Like, since the day it came out. And I think it came out in like mid-September. Maybe it was, okay, okay, might have been late September. But it's the beginning of November now. So I've been listening to Backdoor for over a month, basically every day. And I still like, I still, there's always something. Like today, I was like listening to it when I was like walking in front of the tram, and Jesus fucking Christ, the bass line is funky fresh. So what I'm getting at here is that Backdoor is a fucking masterpiece. Also, like, the fucking albums for like both like Go Live and In Life, they fucking slap. Like, the entire fucking, like, every song is so good. Like, you know, and I was like, there's no way, like, you cannot like rival that. There's nothing that's gonna like come after like Backdoor, and like, it's not gonna be satisfying. And then All In dropped, and like, All In is a Japanese comeback, so I don't know if it counts. But fuck, bro, like, All In is, it's different. It's like, it's got like a similar vibe to both like God's Menu and Backdoor, but it's, I mean, like, A is in Japanese, so the sound is kind of different. But the chorus, the chorus, I think it's just a drop, where it just like drops. But there's this like, this like female voice saying like, I think what it says is, we couldn't find what you were looking for. But it's like, it's just there, and then there's like this, I think it's Han who has that line, who's like, what? After that, and it's fun. And I don't know if they've performed that live, because around the time that All In dropped, I was smacked in the face by my heterosexuality. And you might be thinking, Madu, what the fuck is this? There's this group that I've like been into like on and off, kind of. When they had a comeback, I would like listen to it, and it would fucking slap. Since like March of last year, I think it was around the time that like Go Go Baby dropped, and that group, of course, is Mamamoo. And I don't think you've like heard me talking about Mamamoo as much, because wait, like, in the past couple of days, you've fucking heard me talking about Mamamoo. They've only done solo releases this year. So there was I think Moonbyul, I think she was first, but that was in like February, and that feels like 20 fucking years ago. So I like, you know, I forgot that happened. So there's Moonbyul, then Solar. I think Solar had a comeback. Was it Spit It Out, I think, and I didn't like that one as much. And Hwasa, she had Maria, I think. And I don't know why Huyin. I don't think she got one. I don't think she had a solo. But anyway, I know how I got into them, because I wanted to write an article for the school magazine about some stupid fucking shit. AKA my top like K-pop releases this year. I was like going through my playlist, right? And I was like looking at the songs, and then boom, Moonbyul's solo. And I like forgot that came out this year, because I think it came out like 2 weeks maybe before like quarantine started. So, you know, and like, I was like, oh shit, and I like played it, and it fucking slaps. I've watched like some of the live performances as well, and I like unfortunately they're fucking lip synced, and I'm like, bruh, because Mamamoo in the majority of their fucking performances they don't lip sync, which like I have so much fucking respect for that, because like everyone fucking lip syncs these days, and they don't, and they fucking don't, and like I know that they're. What's weird about like the fact that I'm like so into Mamamoo is the fact that they are a vocal heavy group, because they only have one rapper, and that's Moonbear, but like somehow they fucking make it work, and like they like they're so fucking good at harmonizing. I cannot. I like die every fucking time I hear their fucking intro. Like listen to that shit.
안녕하세요, 마마무입니다.
And if you have this, and like like Solar and Twin, they're like so good at fucking singing. I don't know how could they not be. And like Hwasa, like she doesn't get like the high notes and shit, but Jesus Christ, she's so good at performing. Like she's fucking scary good at that, bruh. And so and then there's fucking Moonbyul. And like, first of all, hello, yes. Can you tell that I have a bias? It's her. It's fucking Moonbyul. Like, I don't know, ma'am. Like, I've been watching a lot of like Mamamoo compilations these days, and like I found one where there's a V-Live, I think it was, that they did where they were drinking, and I love the fact that like Solar and Hwasa, they have no tolerance. Like they do like 2 shots and they're like drunk, and they're both super loud. And then Twin, she has some tolerance. Like she can hold her liquor kind of well, but she is also loud. And you have like these like, and there's more of them. There's like more lives that they did where they're fucking drunk, and they're all drinking, and these 3 are so loud. And they have Moonbyul just kind of like sitting there in the corner and just kind of chilling. And honestly, like that's something I can fucking get behind, especially in our class where like everyone like they start drinking and they just like want to fucking go somewhere. And honestly, I would just like to state this for the record. Can I please go out fucking drinking with Miss Moonbyul? Because like, bruh, it would be cool, I feel like. Because, she's not fucking hyperactive when she drinks. So it's something I can respect. But also, like, fucking hell, bro. Like, I haven't listened to a lot of, like, Mama's, like, older releases, unlike for Stray Kids, because for Stray Kids, I remember, like, listening to District 9 basically, like, on repeat when I was in Germany. So, that happened, But I haven't I listened to like some of it, and like it still fucking slaps. And then you have like the fucking like the holy duo that is Go Go Baby and Hip, because like Go Go Baby is like it's a wild fucking song, and I love the message. It's so fun, and and the raps are so good. Like it's a fun song. And then you have Hip, which is like kind of the opposite, because it's like a really just kind of like in your face fuck you song, feels like. And also there's that one bit in like the choreography where like Moonbyul fucking stands on a chair, and she like while I think it's like while she's rapping, she just kind of like tilts the chair and like walks up, and I'm like, how do you do that? Fuck. And like like after fucking like months of straight up thirsting after Stray Kids, a straight up boy group, which by the way is super weird, the fact that like Felix, I think it's just Felix and Ian, but it might be Han as well, they're a year older than me, just 1 year, they're straight up like younger than my brother. So it's so weird to like see these guys who are like they're my age straight up, like it's and you have Felix who has like this super fucking deep voice, and you have Ian who's like probably like the best dancer in Stray Kids, And I'm like, hello, I have not thought about anything else other than hot K-pop boys in 3 years. And, you know? And then boom, I get this, it was kind of like a whiplash from like, going from being extremely fucking homosexual over Stray Kids to being the straightest man under the sun when like watching Mamamoo performances and everything, because like they're so good at what they do and they're also pretty. So I'm like, you know, but also I am very very aware of like the big like sapphic energy that like that they have as a group. Like also Moonbyeol, like she cut her hair this comeback because she has had like really long hair, and she cut it for this comeback, and she looks so fucking gay. Like, it's not like short, but it's kind of like shoulder length, and she just fucking looks gay. Like, she looks gayer than before, which is a feat because she looked like hella gay. You know, you look at her face and you're like, oh, bro, that's a lesbian. They fucking feed my soul, like every single one of them, like both like Stray Kids members and like and Mamamoo members, like fuck, bro, like they're funny, they're like they're all kind of hot, not gonna lie, except for the fact that Hasa kind of looks like our headmistress, which is I cannot unsee. I think there was like one shot. It might have been like Maria music video or something, where I was like looking at her. I was like, what the fuck? It's what? And now I cannot unsee it. So I'm just kind of like, oh, what? It might be the vibe though. It might be the vibe. But like they're all fucking hot. They're all funny and like they're so good at what they do. And honestly, like, I've been having a crisis of bisexuality for the past, like, 3 years. Because I haven't had romantic feelings for, like, anyone since then. So I'm just kind of, like, since then I've been kind of, like, thirsting after, like, K-pop people in general. Usually K-pop boys, though. And also, can we, like, acknowledge the fact that, like, I've had a fucking pretty big celebrity crush on David Tennant since like our third year, since like this is like 5 years ago, and I'm still super fucking gay for that man. So I don't know what the fuck is up with my sexuality, because you know when I was younger I was like, I like girls, right? But now I'm like, do I only like girls? And I don't know. I might, but also might not. You know. So there's a whole like thing that's going on, and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get nothing fucking makes sense. So the takeaway here is everyone say thank you, Mamamoo, for restoring my heterosexuality for at least like for now, until fucking Stray Kids have another comeback and I die. But since we're promoting IR right now, that's not gonna happen soon because I'm just gonna, every day just fucking come home, watch their like appearances on like music shows and everything, and be straight. So that's fun. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and fucking give me a like and comment something so that I can feed off of that serotonin for at least another 3 weeks. Yeah, fuck, that's it. Bye.